Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talk. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. It is Saturday morning. Got a great video, I think, for you guys today. We're kind of going to be jumping around a little bit. We're going to talk about a few different things. A little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, maybe even a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of prepping. Kind of a mixed video today. It's kind of something that I've been thinking about a lot lately with everything going on. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff right now going on in the world. And, I think precious metals is just the tip of the iceberg. And I think you need to be prepared a little bit all the way around. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Now, by saying that, that does not mean, go out and buy Bitcoin, because that's not what I'm saying. You'll understand if you stick with me for the whole video. So with that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts on anything that I've mentioned today. And if you're not subscribed, do the ultimate, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can consider becoming a member. Hit that join button right below the video and become a member. It's only $1.99 a month. I will be doing a special announcement on the first day or two of October. And I think as soon as that happens, I think we're going to fill up the spots real quick. So with that being said, let's jump into today's video. So right off the bat, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to talk about gold first. I think gold is a hot topic right now. Everybody is like wanting to trade out their silver for gold. And in order to talk about that, I want to show you guys something real quick. So this is just, this is a magazine article that I was reading, and it has all the gold breakdown for the time being, for like 20 years. And what I want people to see is, because a lot of people are still naysayers out there about precious metals and we had such a good year, it's just going to come down, whatever the case may be. But what I want people to notice is in 2001, 0.8% gains. And these right here, just so you know, these are S&P numbers, and these are the percentages of gains for gold. And you have the gold price over here. And I've showed this chart before. So let's take a look. 2000, we had gold sitting at $274. It says unchanged because it was the first month that they wrote this up. Then it went to $276. Only a couple dollars jump, 0.8%. Then $347, 25%. And as the price continues to climb, 19%, 4%, 17%, 23%, 31%, 4%, 25%, 29%, 11%, 5.7%. And what I want you to take from this is, just because we had a great year does not mean, and the year ain't even over yet, it does not mean that you missed the boat. This is a prime example of how the bull run, it lasted 11 years previously. Now, 1600, did it have a pullback at 1600? Absolutely. But what I want you to understand too is 1664 from 275, let's just round it 300 to 1200. You're talking a 4x move on your money. And technically, I guess it would actually be closer to 5x as I'm sitting here looking at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, not quite 5x, but we'll say 4x, 4.5x. We had a good run up on it. Gold's sitting right now at, 2650. I won't say so far this year it's up 25%. That's not huge, but that is definitely a nice year. However, it has a lot more room to run. Now, as it went up 4x, we did see a big pullback. We saw it go from 1664 to 1201, 1199, 1060, and you could see the numbers, but not every year was bad. So you did have like a pop there, a pop there. And at this point, we started going up even higher. So really, when you think about it, and this year and last year, phenomenal. Mostly this year, though. Here's the thing that a lot of people, too, don't understand. that silver follows. We've talked about this time and time again. I'm kind of just jumping into a bunch of different stuff today. That silver usually follows gold. If you were to look at the silver chart like that, you would see that at first, silver didn't have its big pop. It had its big pop a little bit later. So people that are discouraged that the silver price is not doing anything, you're right. It's discouraging. It's a good buying opportunity, but it's discouraging that it's not going up as quick as some of us would like. And it's discouraging to some of us that it ain't pulling back like some of us would like. However, I'm still hopeful that we're going to see a nice little pullback on Sunday and Monday, late Sunday night, early Sunday morning before the markets open. And that's it. If we don't see a pullback come close of business on Monday, that is it, in my opinion. We are going to see the price continue to start going higher and higher. A lot of people worried. There's a lot going on next month. We got the BRICS meeting. We got some other issues going on. We've got tensions escalating. I didn't want to get too much into stuff that I can't really show you guys, like verification of, I guess you can say. You also have tensions escalating in the Middle East. You have tensions escalating in Europe. And now you're having tensions flare up some more in Asia. So with Taiwan and China and the Philippines and China. And as this happens, more people are getting nervous. We're going into winter. What does that mean? During winter, a lot can happen. Why? Because we're not growing food as much. We're more dependent on outside factors. We get a lot of our food from South America in the winter, when it comes to fresh produce and stuff. I think it's important that people are putting away a little bit, stacking not just silver and gold, but maybe stacking some extra food and water as we go into winter. I'm taking a little time this week, and I'm going to go through my pantry, kind of clean up stuff. We've had a little bit of cooler weather come through. Hopefully it will last. And I'm going through and I'm separating stuff and moving stuff around and rotating stuff and making sure I got what I need to make it through the winter. Do I think I do? I think I do. But if things really were to break down, we're also in an election year. Election years, a lot can go wrong. Depending on, the outcome. You will have probably a good 40% of the country unhappy with the results. And when that happens, that can lead to more tensions and turmoil. And so I think it's important that you're stacking food as much as precious metals. I can't emphasize that really enough as we go into winter, as things are changing around the world and things are getting worse. And it wouldn't take much to isolate us here in the United States. And if we were ever isolated in the winter, a lot of people don't realize how dependent we are on oil from other countries. A lot of times oil will come here from other countries, and then we'll take some of our oil and we'll send it to Europe, which is kind of crazy, but that's the way the system works. That way they can charge more, factor in shipping, all this and that. So we'll jump in a little bit on precious metals now. A lot of people out there are new to stacking. As we see big run-ups on the price of gold or silver, it attracts a lot of attention. And that makes more people want to buy into it. I did a video or a short clip last night and talked a little bit about how the premiums are through the roof in a lot of other places. And, I got to ask, why are the premiums not that bad here? And the truth of the matter is the premiums are not that bad here because most Americans are still in the dark about gold and silver. They're in the dark about what's really happening. And essentially, I think we're not even seeing as much inflation as we should be because of cryptocurrencies. So think about when a lot of the cryptocurrencies rolled out. They rolled out just after the housing crisis, just after the big bank bailouts. And in my opinion, cryptocurrencies are like a big sponge. They're absorbing more and more and more capital in the form of fiat currency. People are speculating on them. They want that opportunity. Oh, well, I heard a story about if I had invested in Dogecoin or Shiba back a year ago or Bitcoin 5 years ago, I would be a multimillionaire now. And you would be. There's no doubt of that. However, you have to also understand nobody believed in it back then. Nobody. Now, a lot of big money is already in it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't take much, in my opinion, to bring down that system, because the people that are holding a lot of the cryptos, the people that are holding it are holding huge amounts. And if they decide to sell, they can tank the price. You freak out, you sell your position, and then they reback buy theirs. But it ain't just you selling your position, it's everybody. And it's driving the price lower and lower. I got a phone call today talking about Shiba. Oh, why'd you get out, man? It's going up. You don't feel worried that you're going to miss it? No, I don't. When you hold precious metals, you hold sound money. It doesn't matter if it's as small as a gram, like you see down here, an ounce, a 10-ounce bar, who knows? It doesn't matter. It's real money. It's real wealth. It's been around forever. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay here. And so that's why I think it's important that you're stacking it. Could you trade it? You could trade precious metals for food if you needed to. You could trade precious metals for maybe even pew-pews, ammo. I was trying to stay away from that word, but I didn't know what to say other than that. You can trade it for anything. And vice versa. I'm not going to lie. If you've got extra rice, you guys know I've mentioned that my storage unit has a whole lot of rice in 5-gallon buckets. Sealed, preserved for long term. More rice than I could probably eat in a lifetime. It's super cheap. It's easy to preserve. And if something happens, well, I can find a way to go over there and get some, bring it back home, and essentially I'm covered. I could trade extras off to people, whatever the case may be. It's not just gold and silver. It's being prepared. And really, gold and silver is being prepared when it comes to it. It's like an insurance policy. Someone made a joke today about it's not a tinfoil hat, it's a silver sombrero. And you're right, it's being prepared. It's in silver, it's in gold. Having it to trade, having it to barter, having it for sound money. I think a lot of the times about the people in these countries that have had their money just literally deflated away. And to where it just becomes worthless overnight. But it starts out slow at first. You just see these slow inflation numbers, which aren't horrible, but they're going up in price. And then all of a sudden it's bigger and bigger. And the same thing happens in a way with gold and silver that people don't realize. You think back when silver was at $20 and you have a 10% gain. What is that? That's $2 gain. You get a 10% gain now in a week, and that's $3.20. These gains are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. And I think it's important that you think about that, because you don't want to be missing the boat. It's going to get more and more harder and harder to basically spend the money to get it. I did a short video yesterday too, where in the beginning of the video, I had said, when I first started stacking, I could get 7 ounces of silver for $100. And then in that video, I said, and now I can only get 4 ounces. And then when I reused the video, I had to overlay it with some lines and some writing. And I said, and now you can only get 3. Had a couple people comment, well, now you're lucky to get 3. And that's true. It's hard. At $33 an ounce, that's tough to get silver at $33.33 right now. Walk away with it. Is it possible? Yes. If you've got some good coin stores in your area, or some reseller stores, or some good pawn shops that get stuff in and don't really have the market in your area, then there's opportunity. But soon, it's going to be to where you're only getting 2 ounces for your $100. And like I said in the video, eventually it's just going to be 1 ounce. That will be the new $100 bill. And a lot of you that have been stacking for a while are going to be really excited about it. And it doesn't take much to get started. I had a comment yesterday that said, I buy $200 on the 1st and the 15th, never fails. And I like doing that because the shipping is free on a $200 order, anything over $199. You know, that's true. A lot of people don't understand. They want to save up for the big purchase. They want to wait to buy it for a big dip. And by doing any of that, if you ain't got none, you may not get none. So it's important that you kind of think about that when you're looking at the price of precious metals. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up. Like I said, it was just kind of a catch-all today. I'm looking forward to the new month. I'm looking forward to seeing how Sunday night and Monday plays out. And then come Tuesday morning, hoping to give my big announcement for the members. So it's going to be a lot of fun. With that being said, going to wrap up here. Thank you all for watching, leaving a comment, hopefully, and I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts. Take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.